Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes, a program that has been built on flash, excitement, swagger, even once a goal turnover chain. But the fundamentals of this program, substance. We'll have plenty of substance and swagger from the Canes today. Today, a clash between a couple of ACC rivals in a game that could have big-time implications for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Hurricanes will put total leather and we'll get started. On the run from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The Yellow Jackets return team will have that offense backed up. Here he comes, and obviously defense is always going to be aware of a quarterback, but boy, he finds a way to put defenses on their heels all the time, David.
I mean, what can't he do? He's got the weapons, he's got the confidence, he's got the experience. Jesse, these kind of guys are so hard to defend.
You're right. They better be able to find a way to get pressure on him, because if they don't, this is going to be a long day.
Leaves it with the back. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20. I don't know why, but it's a thing. The ACC Wheel of Destiny, you spin it, you never know how it's going to come up, and you can't afford to give away a game early in a conference like this.
And I think both of these coaching staffs, David, understand that, and they've been preaching to their team, we've got to start fast. Not just in this game. We've got to start the season fast. We've got to take advantage of this opportunity.
And I think Reese hit it right on the head, too. The Wheel of Destiny, right? It seems like it's a new team every year that's playing in the championship and appears to be a wide-open league. So a lot of turmoil, a lot of change. I think that starting 1-0 is an important step to getting to that championship game.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Using the quick game. Shakes off the defender. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. The Yellow Jackets with the 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs, but I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
Dumps it off in the flats. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for a huge play. Makes the catch down the right side. Open runway ahead. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets. Once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. So the Miami Hurricane offense takes the field and they'll have their first possession. And they seem to believe that they can take big plays away and man coverage by just locking him up in this matchup, David.
Yeah, and it's hard to lock down a great wide receiver, but a great defensive back versus a great wide receiver, we got a showdown.
Yeah, let's be honest, David. Most defenses don't have a dude like that at cornerback that could do that in a game like this, but this matchup is unique, and it's going to really determine the outcome of the game.
On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. They get to him as he throws. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught in the backfield, it's Wiggins. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that third down. And the Hurricanes will... It's a fake. Going to take a shot at this DB. And it's caught off a fake. First down. Nothing but green ahead. Timing is everything, and the timing of that fake punt call was perfect, and it winds up being a touchdown. And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they top things off by getting out of bad field position in a hurry. A 90-yard touchdown pass. On the move from inside his 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. They've got them penned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Leaves it with the back. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. Slams into the pile, he'll get 1 to the 17. Here on third down for this offense. From the gun, wants to pass. Coming after it. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. And the Yellow Jackets will punt this one away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Gets it out of the air for the first time today, and didn't see much of him in that loss a week ago. Called on just once. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
Using his legs, it's Wiggins. At the 20, he's got space. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Canes come to the line in the hurry-up. They'll throw it from the red zone. Working that left side now. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Fast motion from the offense. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Touchdown Hurricane! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
I love early in the game getting my quarterback in ground. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him, just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them, and guess what? Not only this play does he feel it.
Makes the grab at the 25, and there's room. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Florida State went on the road and just dominated. And that's one way to grab attention on a national level. Make a statement in someone else's house and prove you're legit. And did the Seminoles ever do that? A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, to get down and don't take a big hit.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a run.
Fires downfield. And it's picked off. Got some room to run. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. Where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got him cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage trying to throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
That is no good. After that failed field goal attempt, fellas, still tie ball game. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw at this round.
Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Finds his big tight end. He's got it out to the 37 after gaining 5. And the Canes want to pick up the tempo.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like. Because
he lets it fly. And he makes the catch inside the 25. Touchdown, Miami. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Looks like he's going to try to, and he coughs it up inside the 20. Oh, I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it.
That's a breathing a sigh of relief for sure. Kick returner tries to take it out, puts it on the ground, but how about the offense getting back on it, turning what could have been a really bad play into, thank goodness I got the ball.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
With jet sweep pass. Looking for room at the 40. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football, but they finally break off a big run there. That could be the play they need to really generate momentum and get this run game going.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on second and short. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
Well, the offense is in a really nice rhythm right now. It seems like no matter what they're dialing up, they're getting positive yards, and it just feels so good as a play caller when you know on first down you can get yards like that turning around and handing it off.
Yeah, and on the other side, you're scratching your head. You got to find something. The defense has got to find a way to create some momentum. Whatever they're doing right now, it's not working. So you got to keep going through that play sheet and maybe find something a little bit different that can give this offense something to think about.
Showing off the arm. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
Comes out throwing on first down. They get enough rush, and it pays off the sack at the 20. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's second and long. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
They've already got a bunch of sacks on them today and another quarterback pressure. This offense has to try to find a way to get the ball out a little bit quicker to protect.
And the pass is intercepted. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business. First and 10 from their own 1, and they really need to create some breathing room. From his end zone, looking to throw, got to take care of the ball. Fires the pass, intercepted. And he's brought down after the pick, but... putting his offense in business. How about this for starting field position? First and goal from the 2. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go downfield. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
He's looking for an open man on second down. Gonna let it fly. He's got it down the left. And he's brought down after a huge completion. The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute warning before halftime. Now you got to think they'll really go on the attack. Big play has them set up 1st and 10 from the 48. He'll pull it on the read. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
How about the defensive end understanding football, understanding that I got to keep outside contained. I'm responsible for the quarterback. Good job playing his responsibility. And how about getting that sucker on the ground? He's a pretty good athlete to be able to corral him, tackle him right in the middle of the field, and get him to the ground.
They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Rifles it down the middle. And that is interception number 3 on the day. No.
Intercepted.
But no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. They'll throw it on 1st down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Got it 1st and 10 at the 50.
And first down for the offense.
Looking to move it through the air. Throws to the wideout. He makes a catch. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. And he cruises his way to the house. Touch!
Yeah, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
21.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half.
Going to throw it over the top of the D. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. And he's got it inside the 35. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. He's going to pass. He makes the connection. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. And the Canes will snap it on 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Caught behind the line. It's Wiggins. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And a sack all the way back at the 5. They'll use a time. Before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Canes!
And I love that this offense stuck to it, stuck to the run game, didn't panic. They got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they want it now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Under a minute to play here in the first half, and the offense will take a knee, and that is how we'll wrap up the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Yellow Jackets will boot it away to start the second half. Looking for those open spaces and opportunities. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
On third down, he drops to throw. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. Touchdown, Hurricane! They take the lead with the 6. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Louisville has the lead right now, but it's not like Lamar Jackson is under center out there today, which might explain why this one is so close. They're up by 4 over Cincinnati. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Give to the back. Not much there. They'll give him 1 to the 14.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Pulls it in. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
I'll tell you, this quarterback has just been in a great rhythm all game long. With that last completion, he's now over 300 yards passing.
The give to the tailback. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. And the Yellow Jackets in the hurry-up. Just when they're looking run, now up top. Finds the tight end. Got room at the 35. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Yeah, because it freezes those linebackers.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 30.
And the QB has had a nice drive, and this offense has been throwing the football all over the yard. You want to stop that? Get pressure on him. Nice job getting to the quarterback effectively. And even better, getting him on the ground.
Dialing up a second down pass play. What a job to lay out and make the catch. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
And this running back right now is sending a very clear message. He doesn't want to just be known as a guy that can run around you or run away from you. He wants you to know he can lower the shoulder and get those tough yards if need be.
And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and... running and throwing. For this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
Catch in the middle, it's Wiggins. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. Here comes the hurry up.
And that's why this running back's a big weapon here, right? Because not only can he run the ball, but he can catch it too. Even running flat routes when you know the ball's going to be in the air a long way, he can adjust to it, make something good happen after the catch. And quite honestly, they need him because they've thrown a couple of picks now in this game. They've got to find a way to get this guy more involved.
And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. The Hurricanes racing to the line in the hurry-up. To the ground, he's got it again. They get him down, but not before he picks up 5, down to the 17-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll test the right side. Hold down after a pickup of 5, a statement run in the red zone to the 13. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. And the stands up this offensive line and stuffs him right at the line of scrimmage. He didn't get it.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Less than a yard to go for a 1st down, and the offense will remain on the field. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. They're throwing for it on 4th down. He's run out of bounds, but not before.
Man, how tough is this guy to defend? He drops back, everything tells you pass, and then he scrambles and gets the 1st down. Just so hard to defend.
And the Hurricanes have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Miami!
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for a lot more on that one. Instead, he's out of bounds at the 14. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast. It's time.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
Oh, that move is going to leave them
Second down.
He threw that one with some serious heat. This senior quarterback doesn't need a lot of space to get it in there. Wide receiver shows motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. He's got the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable. Really putting this offense in a good position.
Got rid of it just in time. The pass falls incomplete, and that'll be the final play of this quarter. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. The Yellow Jackets send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Running it back, it's Wiggins. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground.
Will take over.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers, David.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive, just trying to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. He's looking to throw. Caught close to the marker. It's Wilcox. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the 1st down. A new set of downs after the completion. Wants to throw on 1st down. Finds a soft spot in the middle. They stop him just a link or two short of the 1st, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Quickly complete. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage total.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand. Safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
They keep attacking through the air. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. It's still 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. They're bringing heat. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Kane. That'll give him a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. The kickoff team out there and ready to go. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
And the Yellow Jackets get enough for the first down.
Well, the good news is you got the first down running it there on 2nd and short, but the bad news is you're down by quite a bit here in the 4th quarter, and 2, 3, 4-yard gains aren't going to get it done. You've got to start chucking this thing vertically to get back in the game.
And wings it incomplete. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. He's looking to throw, trying to get to it. And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. He's looking downfield to throw. He'll off one deep down the left side. Fires into traffic, intercepted. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Pulled down after a pickup of 4 to the 27.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure?
He'll take a shot. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricane. They build this 4th quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th.
56, Georgia Tech.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Fires to the wideout. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. They're trying to get to it. The Yellow Jackets are in the hurry-up. First priority is to take care of the ball here. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd. Staring at 4th down. And the Yellow Jackets will try to pin them back with the punt. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. And here comes the punt team. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. He's looking to throw it. Makes the grab on the left. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? This is what got this team in this position to win this game. Aggressive offense, taking shots. Here we are in the 4th quarter. They've got the lead. Why stop now?
The Canes trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Defense just going after him. They stop him for a loss of 6. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Touchdown, Miami! And the stomping has commenced. Team's a little more comfortable after that score and much, much closer to a win here in Week 5.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Canes! How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
He'll bring it out. It's Hart. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Offense set on 1st down. He wants to throw. Fires to the tight end. Brought down at the 25 after he picked up 10. They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. Looking to move it through the air. Got his man on the right. At the 45 on his way. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. New set of downs after that completion. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Got his man quickly. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down. The Yellow Jackets will snap it on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's Keene. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the 1st down.
And listen, the defense playing really conservative, right? You got the lead, but here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get sacks. I got to get to the quarterback. Like, I got to make sure I'm getting him, knocking him off the spot. Padding my stats, by the way. Got a lot of sacks late in games when we had a big lead, but that's okay. That's what you're supposed to do. Keep competing, defense.
Plenty of fireworks in this one. A lot of